This is the Abuja Network Center, and it is still this morning on ITV. Merry Christmas to you. 24 hours to Christmas. Yes, the issue of security challenges or insecurity is a continuous conversation in Nigeria, and it is an issue that cannot be overlooked in any aspect. Wherever you are in this country, you are all witnesses to the fact that Nigeria is a country that has been struggling with security challenges. Although yesterday during the presidential media chats, we had the president reassuring Nigerians that security has improved in the country. Well, today we are discussing the security challenges in the country, and we are going to be looking at other areas of the country which are really not governed. We call them the ungoverned areas in the country, talking about the forest. How is it faring in terms of security? The biodiversity and the ecosystem is well protected. Criminal activities are ongoing there, but there are personnel who are constantly working to ensure that our forests are safe. And today, to discuss this, I will be talking with no other person than the Commander General, National Security Service, Ambassador Joshua Osati-Mehin. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
So let's take a look at the forest security. How is it faring?
Yeah. Once again, let me join you to congratulate all our Christian brothers and the men and officers of Nigeria on Armed Forest Security Service nationwide on this occasion, this year Christmas celebration, and to also challenge all the Christian brother that this is the time for us to pray to God more for Nigeria, for God to intervene in all our challenges rather than castigating the government. They are doing what they could to make sure that Nigeria is free of criminalities, and our economy is well recovered. Yeah, the issue of forest security, I think, is one of the most important segments of security. According to international forest law, every country forest must have minimum of 25% security coverage. As I'm talking to you, Nigeria has 2.3% security coverage in all the forests in Nigeria, meaning that Nigeria is the least policed forest in the entire world. Something must be done. Something very important must be done if we want our national security to be improved. I do say it that our military, they are one of the best in the world. And the police too, they are one of the best. But in terms of national security, something is lacking. It shows some group of people must be in the forest as a forest intelligent gathering officer that will call for enforcement if there are lapses within the forest. The people that we are facing today, we are battling with, they are not ghosts. Neither they are not invisible element. They are all over the forest. But some people must be there watching their teleguided movement to report to the agency involved. So the Nigeria government must take the cognizance of forest security as important as national security.
All right, you talked about some people must be there to guard the forest, to ensure the safety of the forest, to ensure that criminals do not completely take over our forests, because we know that there are activities, especially when it comes to banditry. Some of the terrorists that we have, they reside in the forest. And the Nigeria's Forest Security Service has been doing just that. Let's take a look at your activities this 2024. What is your own assessment of your activities? Has there been progress or?
Yeah, we have recorded huge success across the 36 states of the country, across the 6th zone of the country. Let me first start with the northeast. In Bauchi State, we have collaborated successfully with the military and the police to flush out criminality, especially the Yagari forest. There's another forest where you are going between Aligaleri and Kantogo. So we have chased them out of the forest. There was a time they also moved to Taraba. Our men has also dislodged them. Now Nigeria has 1,129 forest reserve, 32 game reserve, 17 national park. Only Kaduna alone has 48 forests.
Wow.
Only Kaduna alone.
That's massive.
Yes. So that if we are talking about intelligent gathering within the forest, you can't give it to somebody who does not know the terrain. This has really helped us because we are able to navigate our way through the forest because the knowledge of the terrain. So now let me go to Northwest. When you are talking about Bilugwari, currently now our men are working with the military there to fight criminalities and insecurity within the area. The issue of Lakurawa, the chairman, KB has 21's local government. I was able to meet with the Agon chairman and some executive of the Agon body within the state. And to the glory of God, we have collaborated successfully with the Agon body there to make sure that we dislodge this new group out of their base. That is Northwest. When we come to North Central, I want to use this opportunity to thank Governor Ododo, the executive governor of Kogi State. He has been so supportive. There was a time they kidnapped university students in Lokoja. We are the one that work with the military to recover them. And as I'm talking to you, Governor Ododo have enlisted 50 per local government in each of the local government in Kogi State. And Kogi has 21 local government. Meaning that the Nigerian Security Service officer now, about 1,050 have been incorporated into the state internal security in Kogi State. We are working with the conventional and constituted authority there. And when you go to Southwest Nigeria, I also want to appreciate His Excellency, the governor of Oyo State, His Excellency Seyi Makinde. He gave us brand new healers in us and with some motorbike to aid our operation. Because our commander arrested 11 kidnappers in Okiogun, Oyo State. They brought them on bike. And that's okay if you can do this without motorbike, no healers, and you are able to succeed with this arrest. He gave us brand new healers and some motorbike to aid our operation. Also, Osun State, we are working with the constituted authority with the government there. He gave us about 62 motorbike and 3 Sienna buses. So, just 2 months ago, I was in Ebonyi State, where the governor recruited 200 youth per local government. And Ebonyi has 13 local government. Meaning now that the governor have recruited 2,600 youth into the system for the purpose of supporting Nigeria police, the civil defense, and the military in the area of local intelligence within the forested region. So we are doing greatly well. And if we are going to do personal appraiser, I think we have covered 80% of our desired goal for year 2024.
So let me ask, what should Nigerians be expecting come 2025? This is the last month of 2024.
Okay, before going to that, we have also directed our head of operation across the country to work with the constituted authority to, especially this festive period. We all know the level of criminality we've been on our side. Especially we've collaborated with the military, with the police, and the road safety. Because some of the highway and the flashpoint are also within the forested region. So we have done that. And our roadmap for 2025, we are also planning to work hand in hand with the constituted authority. You know, for now, our bill is before Mr. President for assent. And if we are fully empowered by law today to take charge of the forest, we'll be more a body. We have the confidence that these people, they are not ghosts. They are only fighting guerrilla war, shoot and run. But as soon as we are empowered by law, if our bill have assent today by Mr. President, it will give us more confidence to collaborate effectively and to partner, synergize with constituted authority to make sure that the forest crime is greatly reduced.
Okay, formally, the name of your outfits was Nigeria Hunters and Forest Security Service, but it's been changed to Nigeria Forest and Forest Security Service. What informed the change? Why did you have to remove the H, the Hunter?
Let me use the opportunity to thank the leadership of National Assembly, both the House of Rep and the Senate, for their love for the country in the area of national security. The word Downtown Forest Security Service came up after the 9th Senate. The bill was originally submitted as community hunter association. It metamorphosized from stage 1 to stage 2, from community hunter to hunter group of Nigeria, to Nigeria Hunter Council, and to Nigeria Hunter and Forest Security Service. But now the agitation of the stakeholders is that the word hunter make it local, as if it's normal gaming activities. They want to do this. You don't expect me, like as I'm standing before you now, my uniform is almost 45,000 naira. My boot is 55. That means what I'm wearing is more than 100. Sir, it's not rational for me to use 100,000 to go to market, get my dresses like this, about the purpose of killing rabbit.
But there are people who dress more expensively and go for such.
No, the notion of the general public, hunter, they believe they are just killing rabbit. The word hunter came up as a sort of hunting for criminals within the forested region, not for animals. So for us to avoid those disparity and inconsistency in the bill, we have to, government policy oversee everything. The DSS we are working with today, they started as NSO, that's the National Security Organization. Even the Civil Defense started as Lagos State Security Council, 1967. But when government was ready to work with them, they have to share some nomenclatures and expunge some clauses, add some clauses. So we cannot do our own separate from the government policy. So since the Ministry of Environment, they are the one that oversee the protection of biodiversity and ecosystem, both the flora and the fauna. the plant and the animals. When you now commission hunter to be working in the forest for the purpose of killing the animal, it has gone against the government policy. So in order for us to avoid the disparity, we will remove the word hunter. So it is now, the name has changed from Nigeria Hunter and Forest Security to Nigeria Forest Security Services. For the purpose and the mandate for us to gather local intelligence for the constituted authority.
Okay, I want to, let's talk about integrity amongst personnel. You know, this is something that usually happens. You have a security outfit, it comes up doing very well, taking the bull by the horns, doing what it is supposed to do and delivering on its mandate. But at some point, you begin to hear stories of, okay, there are some unscrupulous elements amongst the security. What are you doing to check this, to check the possibility of recruiting this element?
Okay, I understand over the year that we do have such in the system. But in our own little way, we have sensitized our people that if you are in security to make money, you are in the wrong way. If you want to make money, you go and join business. It's either you go to Gudu or you go to Apun and be selling part. That's why
But that is not the general notions. Nigerians out there just believe that there's so much money in security.
No, if you are in security, you are to protect life and property. You don't make
amongst
money.
other things.
Yes, you don't make money when you are in security. And in our own little way, we have been able to collaborate with the parenting body of security, which is the police. Police are the mother of all security agencies in Nigeria. Before you can get enlisted into Nigeria Forest Security Service, you have to fill our form, and 3 people must sign. The DPO of your area and the head of Department of State Security, so that's DSS. They will sign, and the traditional institution
the individual form.
Individual form. Before you can get enlisted,
the head of,
we will give you, for example, now,
yes,
if you want to get recruited into the service, there's a column that DPO have to sign for you.
Yes.
Who sign? That's your locality.
Okay.
And the king of your locality, the traditional institution,
Yes,
because we believe part of the function of traditional institution, they are the custodian of domestic security. There's no way, if police doesn't know my character, DSS must know. If DSS does not know, my king must able to have something to say about me. So there's no way you can join those 3 people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they must sign that this person is of good character, unquestionable character, and therefore integrity. We can't just enlist you because you have fine face, you are tall, you are wood. You know, we have to do our thorough background check. And in addition to that, we have engaged ourselves in a series of training. Every year, we used to have 3-4 sessions of training. We are trained by Nigeria Police under the approval of the Inspector General of Police in all the police training schools in Nigeria. Police are having training schools. We have gone to 13 out of that 15. They have 3 colleges. We have gone to all the 3 colleges. They have 1 institution. We have been there. And civil defense is also part of the parenting body. They have trained us on the issue of understanding the internal security within the forested region. And then you know, if military train you, even though if you have madness before, it will disappear. We have been trained by the military. The Army Resource Center has given us training on discipline, ethics of an organization, and understanding of national security. NDLA have trained us on detecting illicit drug movement in the forested region. Just last 2-3 weeks, we just concluded a training with one of the parental body, Ministry of Environment, through their agency, National Park Service, on the security of protected area within the forest. So we are learning from all the stakeholders in terms of internal security. So I believe all this put together, it will help us. I'm not saying we'll be free, 100% free for having bad eggs, but in our own little way. So if we can be coordinated to this level as a volunteer, by the time government takes over, definitely we will go for further training. Do you understand what I'm saying? That at least there will be more professionalism in our operation.
So you just mentioned something, volunteer, and I was actually about to ask you, how do you get funding? Because from what you have told us here, you are doing a lot. Nigeria Forest Security Service is doing a lot, considering the fact that you have almost covered all the forest in the country. You have your men spread out everywhere, even though you've made 2 governors who have been able to partner with you. How do you generally get funding? Because these men that you put out there in the forest, they have families that depend on them, and they would want to cater to their families.
Yes, for now, we don't get any funding from government, but we are doing our own private job. How do I mean? Like Abuja alone, we have over 500 of our officers presently engaged with some estate owners, especially this year, January, February, when kidnapping was on high side, especially in the suburb area of Abuja, Bagbalada, Kubwa. At least people approach us. We have some estate that at least we have 30-something people there. Even last 4 months, the National Stadium in Abuja here disengaged their security and employ 100 of our men that we should be guiding the perimeter fence of the area. And we have been giving result. And the Railway Corporation, that's the Federal Ministry of Transportation, engaged the services of our men. So I forgot to even mention it during our success story. There was a time they kidnapped people that are traveling touring from Abuja to Kaduna about 2 years ago. Since then, the Federal Ministry of Transportation has engaged our men. At least 100 of our men are working with them on surveillance unit. We report to them in case if there's any passive attack. So these are the little things. So assuming they pay us 40,000, we pay them 30. The remaining change, we use it to pay those that have not been engaged. That's what we do now, for now. And I told our people to also engage their member in all the 36 states of the country.
When you say those that have not been engaged,
yes.
What do you mean?
How do I mean? Assuming Abuja now, we have maybe 700 members or 1,000 members. Maybe 700 people are working. Do you understand what I'm saying? The remaining people, you can't allow them to be doing nothing. Okay. Because they said,
an idle mind is a devil's workshop.
Definitely we must give them something. So while we also work hard for government recognition, and that is what the marching order will give to all our commanders. You must render community safety in all your local government, in all your various commands. Yeah, the public will know that these people, they are working. They are working.
This is Christmas. Tomorrow will be Christmas. This is Yuletide season, and we all know what goes down during this season. So as your final word, as your last word, I would like you to advise Nigerians on how to coordinate themselves, and also to tell Nigerians if there is anything special in terms of safeguarding them during this Yuletide season. If there's anything put in place by the Nigeria Forest security services?
Yeah, from our headquarters, we have given them order to all our command officers, I mean the state commander, to work hand in hand with the police and other constituted authority to strengthen the security in their various commands, especially those that will be going to churches tomorrow. If you recall, this time last year, 25, some hours to 25 now, we lost almost 150 people in Bukos in Plateau State as a result of the criminal attack. So we have sensitized our people to safeguard all the worship center, especially within the remote area, within the forest. And also, we have also collaborated with the road safety to support them, because some of the highway, some of them pass through the forest. So we have identified the flashpoint across the highway. And our people, I'll be limited to some things here. So we are working hand in hand with the constitutional authority to safeguard life and property before, during, and after the festive period.
Well, there you have it. Whatever you're planning for the Christmas, for the Unitide, we can say we can do it with our free mind, because security is assured. Yesterday, the president assured Nigerian security has improved, and I have the Commander General, Nigerian Forest Security Service, Ambassador Joshua Osati, maybe here also assuring us that his men are everywhere, ensuring that we go to sleep with our two eyes closed, especially this season. Thank you very much for being part of the program.
You're welcome, madam. Thank you.
And so this is what we've got from the Abuja Network Center. We will be taking a short break, after which the program continues. Please do stay tuned.